Welcome to Seth2.0 TV. I am your host, Seth2.0. But we can all refer to me as Seth because I'm lazy like that, and I'm sure some of you guys are too. That is a lot easier. Let's just be realistic here. So, welcome to the very first video of my channel. And this is my first channel. And so I will put this disclaimer out before we get started. I apologize if I am utter crap about this. This is actually my 7th time of recording this, because I'm still learning as I'm going. Still getting down how to do this thing. So if y'all have any critiques or anything like that, please give them around, so that way I can improve and make better videos for you guys. And hopefully down the road I won't be so crap. Let's just be realistic about this. So anyways, this video, like I said, is going to essentially be the introduction video. It's going to go over what this video is about me, the different expertise and backgrounds that I have, so you guys know what I'm good at, what I'm not good at, you know, where I'm coming from when I'm doing and talking about things, you know, just the basic heads up 101 type thing, as well as what I want to do with this channel, where I want it to go, both short and long terms. So yeah. Let's get this party started, yeah! I am a bit of a goofball and an asshole, by the way, just letting y'all know. Yeah. Let's, talk about, you know, my gaming history, because that is, primarily what the majority of the content is going to be on this channel. I picked up gamings back in the early 90s. I'm a 90s kid. So I've been gaming since I was 6-year-old, and I am 26 now, so 2 + 2 = 20 years of gaming. So I have I've been at this for a little while. Essentially the first video gaming that I did was at the arcade. I pretty much went and spent all of my parents' money, you know, at the arcade, playing, you know, Tekken, Mortal Kombat, Ninja Turtles. That game was awesome. You know, and then other games like Pac-Man, Metroid, all those. And as well as the occasional air hockey, which, by the way, officially declaring air hockey is like one of the greatest inventions of all time, in my opinion. Just saying. So, you know, and then, anyways, moving on, you know, then I got my first computer, and you know, I entered the PC Master Race. Played a ridiculous lot of games on the PC, and see here, I did a lot of the various space sims, and on a side note, we're entering my least favorite boss battle in the entire game, and you're going to see right now how utter crap I am at Borderlands. Full official disclaimer, you know, not disclaimer, disclosure. Yeah, disclosure, there we go. this is easy mode, and I'm sucking at it. So, yeah, just letting you guys know. Being honest here. Anyways, so, as I get completely and totally annihilated on easy mode on Borderlands 1, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so, yeah, I, was, essentially picking up a lot of games, playing things like Turok, Myst, various Space Sims, and then I ended up discovering the, MechWarrior series, and, I lost my life for a little while there. I was all consumed by MechWarrior. I played, every MechWarrior since MechWarrior 2, all the way up until this current release, at which point I just played, the alpha and beta process, and then, I stopped and haven't played the actual full release, for various reasons, which I'm sure I'll get into a video someday down the line. Now, yeah, so, I also did a lot of console gaming, so I'm not just a PC gamer. I have actually owned every console since, PS1, minus this latest release being the Xbox One, and, the Xbox One and all thing. Not the actual original Xbox, this new Xbox One. God, that always throws me off because I refer to the original Xbox as the Xbox One. Oh, I hate what they did there. But, so yeah, no recent Xbox and, no recent PS4. And that's primarily because, I still can't believe what Microsoft tried to do when they announced, the release of the Xbox One. And, I can't believe they would just do that to the gaming environment. Or that they had the audacity to do it. Granted, they took a lot of that off and fixed that, but the very fact that they had the gall to do it in the first place is why I haven't purchased one. And as for the PS4, there's nothing really on the PS4 that I'm interested in playing, to be honest with you. But yeah, so I've owned and played everything since PS1. And even though I didn't own them, I had played a lot of the Super Nintendo and the Sega consoles, either going to my friend's house or playing at the local community centers and stuff like that when I was a kid too. So I've definitely been around the block a little bit. Back in high school, I was actually an avid Halo 2 player, and was at a, or on a state level pro team. I cannot for the love of God remember what what the team's name was, but it was a Colorado stateside team. So believe it or not, at one point in time, I was a really, really, really good first-person shooter player. As I'm sure you can tell right now, that's not the case anymore. Yeah, I mean, that's also kind of where it is. It's like, at one point in time, I guess you could have definitely called me an elitist. Nowadays, I'm more like a hardcore casual player. I mean, I like to win, but I play to have fun, more or less, these days. You'll catch me playing around, doing a lot of really stupid stuff, just because it's funny and hilarious. So, what's nice about that, though, is I can give you guys a good breakdown from both sides of points of view, when it comes to gaming, from an elitist point of view, as well as from a casual gamer's point of view, as I have been both. Also, if any of you guys are interested, I'm sure I can give you guys some tips and tips and bits, tips, pros, whatever you want to call it, on what is necessary essentially to get on that pro gaming level. What it takes, what life is kind of like, etc. You know, having been on the state side, you know, of the Pro Series back before, you know, e-gaming was what it is today. You know, I knew a lot of the people that were playing certain things on a more hardcore, higher tier level, because you get involved in that kind of community. You know, people talk, and I know what it's like to be on state pro level, and I know what their life was like on the higher tiers. And believe it or not, in terms of skill level and how you get that skill level and what generally life is like, that hasn't changed, even though we have a more structured e-gaming society now with all the e-athletes and stuff. So I have no problem sharing that kind of experience and putting you guys into what you guys are interested in doing. Wow, that I went on a slight tangent there. That's how you know that this is raw and unedited. But okay, so yeah, moving on, because I don't want to go over the 30 minutes that I'm trying to make this video at. My education and, you know, experience-wise and outside of the video gaming, in chronological order, I worked back in high school. I worked as an Avon sales agent. Yes, I am man enough to admit it. That's what I did. I know it sounds really girly, but you know what? It got me money, and it got me experience. So, you know, screw it. Just being realistic here. Then I ended up actually dropping out of high school, for reasons. But I ended up dropping out and getting my GED, and working as an electrician apprentice up in the South Dakota area, and I also was a volunteer firefighter while I was up there as well. And from there, I ended up joining the United States Marine Corps, and I spent 4 years active duty as an 0481 0481 landing support specialist. You know, so being realistic here, I was a pogue. For those of you that don't understand what that means, it means personnel other than grunt. Means I wasn't infantry. And let's be realistic, for those that care. By definition, that means anybody who's not in 03. And that's essentially 90% of the United States Marine Corps. So, yeah. I was definitely not a desk jockey, even though I was a pogue, so get over yourselves. Picking a fight. Told you I was an asshole. Yeah, so, you know, if you guys ever have any questions about what life in the military is like, especially the Marine Corps, please, I will ask away. I have utterly no problem answering questions and answers. Some real quick ground rules, though. There are a couple questions that I will never ask, and you should never, or there are a couple questions that I will never answer, and some questions that you should never ask any military person out of just, you know, common courtesy. I will not answer, have you ever seen combat, or have you ever shot anyone, or any of that kind of thing. You can ask, I will ignore you. You won't even get a response from me. I will just completely and totally ignore you. And you know, have you ever shot at anyone or been shot at or anything like? Have you been blown up or whatever? I will not answer any of that. Besides questions of that variety, I have utterly no problem answering anything else. And if you're currently in the military and you're curious as to what life is like outside as a veteran, or, you know, especially like veteran benefits for going to college and stuff like that, I will be more than happy to answer those questions as well. Specifically because I'm actually currently working at the Veteran Center at my college. That's what I help veterans while I'm going to college. So I do actually have the knowledge to help you out with that, so I have utterly no problem letting you guys know if you have any questions. Anyway, so I you know, like I said, I joined the United States Marine Corps, got out. I'm actually at the end of my IRR, so that's individual ready reserves for those that care. So I'm literally essentially done with my military contract. Yeah, so you know, other outside beyond the whole work experience type thing, I went to when I got out of the military, I went to college in the Art Institute of Los Angeles, California.
Hello again.
Specifically for a bachelor's in game art and design.
There are more important things
I spent 2 years
some fairy tale.
learning how to make video games, achieving my childhood dreams, and then quickly had them shattered. The more I got involved in the video gaming industry, as you started learning how to do things and started meeting people, I actually quickly realized that the internal politics of the gaming industry was going down a path that I did not like. Specifically how publishers were trying to, weren't trying to, they were actively going in and screwing up games in order to milk money out of the people.
Watch your back
and out of the gamers, and I did not want to have my name attached to any game that did that. And especially, you know, when I know for a fact that my name would be on there, but I would have no say in whether or not it was like that. So I decided that that's not what I wanted to do anymore. That being said, though, I do have the knowledge, and so yeah, the plus side of this is, you know, when I'm reviewing games and playing games and stuff, again, I can come at it from both the angle of a gamer as well as the angle of the video game developer. I know what is put in and how models are made, textured, and how AI paths are made, and how rigging's done, and etc. like that. I know the time, effort, limitations of engines, and that type of thing. So believe me, I will tell you when designers are being freaking lazy. I'm just gonna put it out there blunt as possible. I call it like I see it. I always do. I don't believe in lying or bullshitting to people in that terms, you know, especially as a Marine. Believe me, if I see something where people got lazy or quality assurance just failed or something like that, I will let you know. I will be honest and integrity, and heck, even if they paid me, which they don't, obviously, because I'm crap, but you know, even if they paid me, I would take the money and then turn around and tell you guys the truth, because I don't believe in that kind of thing. So, and I'm an asshole like that. So, yeah, where was I going with this? Oh, yes. So, I keep going on tangents. I really do that a lot. Alright, so, moving along here. You know, and, so after I got out of doing the, college and dropping out of that, I went back into sales for a little while, and I sold knives. That's what I did for a while. Knives and kitchen stuff, but primarily knives. Which I will go into a little bit more. I'm a huge knife guy. I love knives, and so this channel will have things about knives in it. And so yeah, but no. And then after doing the whole knives thing, I came out here to Minnesota, and went back to school, and I'm actually graduating with my bachelor's in independent studies with a focus in logistics and digital art. In here in a month and a half. So month and a half to 2 months, depending on when they decide to actually give me my sheet of paper versus when the last day of school is. You know what I mean? We've all been there. Well, not everyone, but you get the idea. We've all been there or will be there, etc. like that. That's another thing. I am not politically correct, and I have utterly no intention to be politically correct. So just letting you know right now, if you are easily offended, you know, I have utterly no apologies towards that. You are a grown adult if you are watching this. If you are watching this and you are not a grown adult, well, that's on you. You know, I'm just letting you guys know that, you know, if you're a child and you're watching this, well, that's gonna be up to you and your parents. But, you know, let's face it, also, parents, if you're out here and watching this, I'm being realistic here. I am not a Jedi or a Sith. I can't use the Force and reach through the internet and say, do not watch this. You know, I will put up or try to put up a disclaimer or a notice or a warning or something in most of the upcoming videos. Especially the ones that I cuss in, so you guys know. But beyond that, you know, it's up to you guys. You know, if you're easily offended, don't watch the video. Just saying that right now. And you know, if you are, you know, if I mean, you're grown people, and I have utterly no control over what offends you people and what doesn't offend you people. And statistically speaking, I cannot satisfy every single person. So let's just roll with what we are, which is, you know, I'll label the videos on some of the more controversial subjects, and if you don't want to watch those, don't watch it. And if you're offended, well, those are your feelings. I wasn't intending on offending you. So, just being realistic here. Anyways, so, yeah, I mean, knives, firearms, you know, I like doing outdoor stuff. I am definitely, a jack of all trades and master of none type guy. I love playing video games, I love anime, I love comics, I love card games, I love all the nerdy stuff. At the same time, I love off-roading, in trucks and giant SUVs. I love going camping, I love going fishing, I love doing hiking, I love doing outdoor stuff. I play golf. I run, I work out at the gym. You know, I shoot firearms, I do martial arts, I do it all. And, So I'm kind of a weird blend between a jock and a nerd. It's kind of rather interesting. So yeah, you know, that's pretty much my interest. Wow, we're at 25 minutes. Wow, I went really long in some tangents there. Alright, so, speeding this along, this is, I apologize right now, this is going to be a little bit longer than the half an hour I had intended it to be. Yeah, so, what kind of content are you going to expect from this channel? Well, primarily it's going to be video game footage. Either various things like Let's Play, reactions, raw feeds, like, you know, me live playing, seeing, for example, like Alien Isolation, you know, I'm gonna end up putting up some footage here of that here soon, and that kind of thing. Various glitches, fun things, just ridiculousness. As the channel grows, I plan on doing some replay stuff as well with video games. The primary 4 major current games that you're going to see on this channel are whatever. World of Tanks, ArcAge, Elite Dangerous, and last but definitely not least, Star Citizen. I have put way too much money into that game. Honestly, I don't regret a single penny of it. It's really turning out to be an amazing game, and I will definitely be covering videos about that. I'll also be covering a lot of the old school games, and emulators and that type of thing. As you can see, I'm playing Borderlands 1, so that should cue you off right there. I love some of the classics and some of the really good old games. So if you're interested in seeing what some of the old games were like, some of the really cool, in my opinion, gems, and that type of thing, I will be putting some footage up of that. I will also be trying to push out some video game reviews, coming from both the angle, again, as a video game, a gamer, as well as someone who knows where the developers are coming from and what their thought processes are, and whether or not they're being lazy. So, you'll get a pretty good dynamic aspect there. Keep in mind, I am a college student right now who's very quickly going to be going through a radical transition in my life as I get into the, you know, into my working force era of my life, if you will. So keep in mind, I don't have a whole lot of money at the moment, so I will do reviews of the games that I can purchase and play. As the channel grows and I get more money, hopefully I can turn that into a regular segment where I will go through and do reviews on a more regular basis. I'll also be putting up some rant videos where I just rant about stupid crap of life, and things that just boggles my mind, blows my mind. You know, things we all tend to think about, but, you know, whatever. It'll be primarily my opinion, very heavily biased on it. And there'll definitely be rants. I mean, you'll know. I'll also be putting up what in the military we refer to as a guided discussion, and I'll put guided discussion videos up where I'll essentially do both objective, factual, and throwing in some biased comments in there and trying to just start up, get people to start thinking about certain things that I'm interested in and spur discussion inside the comments. Actual good, healthy discussion. Now, granted, I'll put some ground rules in there, but let's face it, we all know it's going to happen, and I know it's going to happen. I have no illusions that it won't, but there will be trolls in the comment section. You know, there's a difference between being critical or criticizing comments and, well, let's face it, being a troll. And, you know, all I can say to the people that subscribe and the subscribers that watch this who are not that, just ignore them. Never feed the troll. You feed the troll, it grows, and it comes back. I'm speaking from experience there, as a troll. So, let's see here. I'll also be putting up some philosophy videos and that type of thing, because I really like philosophy, psychology, that type of thing. I will definitely be putting up, or I will try and put up military Q&A videos, specifically towards military stuff, and United States Marine Corps stuff, and even other branch stuff, for questions that you guys give me. So, when I get enough questions, I'll put those up. If I get enough questions. Hopefully, we get to that point. I'll also be putting something that will essentially be, a video series that will essentially be about, life. The random things, just random talkings and things that are on my mind and etc. like that. As well as, outside the military conversations, Q&A type thing. So if you have any questions about game content footage or anything like that, or anything else like that, or about me, or just really anything besides the military and veteran stuff, I'll try and answer those there. It'll be very similar to the Mighty Jingles' Mingles with Jingles series, which he produces every Monday. Actually, he's been a really big inspiration. He's motivated me with his videos to finally get off my lazy butt and make these videos. So, I will put a link in the description to his channel. If you love video gaming commentary with a really old, awesome British accent, I cannot recommend his channel more. He's really freaking awesome. But yeah, and I'll probably call those Chilling with Seth or something like that, because, let's face it, that video series is directly inspired off of Mingles with Jingles, so it'll be a kind of tribute to his, video with that. I'll also attempt to be putting up, or be attempting to put up, some vlogs, vlog, however you want to say it, type videos that will just be discussing or talking about my everyday life, what's on my mind. I'll put those up when I can. At first they'll be sporadic, but, like I said, I'm in a little bit of transition. When I get more into a routine, established daily life type thing, I'll definitely be putting up more of those. And as per videos going up at the moment, I'm gonna try and put up one every week, at least, but, like I said, I'm currently in this weird cycle. Once I get more established and everything, you'll see a more consistent schedule of when videos and what's coming out. I'll probably let you guys know what is coming up next. Short-term future plans for the, channel, as the channel grows, I'm gonna try and expand things a little bit. Hopefully you guys, support and motivate me, and keep things going. Hope you guys like what this channel is gonna be about and everything. I currently have a footage backlog, like lots of really old footage that I've been collecting and just never turned into videos because, well, let's face it. So, I'm gonna be essentially alternating. I'm gonna be trying to push out a lot of that old content while giving you guys a lot of new content at the same time, so it's not like seeming like it's all backlogged. So, I'm just gonna be upfront with that. There's gonna be a lot of old footage that I collected from, like, World of Tanks a while ago, and then you'll see a lot of newer stuff from newer games and, new footage from World of Tanks and etc. And I'll try and alternate and get that out as much as possible. So, just letting you guys know. And then once I get through the footage backlog, then it'll be all 100% new stuff, obvious. So yeah, like I said, money is kind of, I'm a college student, but when I actually get some more money, what I would definitely love to do is do video game, or not video game, but technology talking type discussion videos stuff, where I'll review and talk about computer technology and gadgets and real life world things like new cars coming out, new trucks, cool things like going to space and going to Mars, and the current science community technology stuff. I also want to get out some videos with knife reviews, and depending on certain things, I'll probably put out some video footage about, you know, learning proper knife handling and very, very basic knife fighting, in case you ever get in a knife fight or whatever and you want to. And depending on responses and how well those basic things go, I might put out the more advanced stuff in a progression type series. So yeah. Also, I'll put out some down the road. I hope to put out some firearm videos, as well as talk about firearm safety and, you know, things like what can we do to prevent some of the really terrible things that happen with crazy nuts running around with firearms type thing. Because, I mean, even though I'm an avid pro Second Amendment kind of guy, I recognize the fact that, you know, we have to do something to try and protect people from crazy criminals running around with guns. But I also don't believe in restricting law-abiding citizens with it as well. So I'll discuss my philosophies on that as well in some videos. And then finally, I'll probably be putting out, or try to be put out some more of the outdoor kind of things, like when I go camping or hiking or anything like that. I'll try and throw out videos like that as well. One thing that I'll definitely be putting together here in the next few months is a video series about bug out bags and that type of thing. Especially because of the fact that, you know, I might as well share my knowledge on that. I mean, the U.S. government did spend like $1 million freaking or something like that teaching me how to know all that stuff. I just suicided. That's funny. But, you know, so I have a lot of actual knowledge on bug out bags. Now, that being said, keep in mind, I'm not one of these people that thinks the world's gonna end or anything like that. I'm just of the philosophy that I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. You know, really, realistically, I think everybody should have a bug out bag of some kind. Sorry, excuse me. But, you know, I really think everybody should have something like that. And, just because, you know, like, if you're out in California and a really big earthquake happens or whatever, you know, that bug out bag could mean your survival when there's everything's demolished and there's no emergency services, no water, no electricity or anything like that. If you live in an area with tornadoes, if a tornado comes through and wrecks your home, what are you going to do? So it's not like zombies are gonna hit or anything, but, you know, if something bad does happen, and let's face it, bad things do happen, rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So we'll do some discussions about that, and also tell you some of the stupid BS crap that you see in some of these other videos, what people tell you to do and everything. There's some really good videos out there that people talk about. I might not agree with some of what they say, but that's more or less based off opinion than anything else. And then there are the stupid, utter crap that will get you killed. You know, that some people talk about. So, but anyway, so we'll do some videos about that. This has turned into about a 10 to 15 minute longer video than I had intended it to be. So we're gonna leave it at that. Thank you for listening to that really, really longer than I had intended it video. I do intend to put everything. My intended length for my videos is going to be pretty much 30 minutes is what I'm shooting it for. So yeah, anyways, I will let you guys go, and I will see you guys next time on Seth2.0 TV. Also, since I forgot, please, if this sounds interesting to you guys, if you like it, if you don't like it, whatever, let me know. Always give me critiques. The only way I can improve my channel. And if you guys have any suggestions, feel free to do that. If you guys ever correct me on anything, please, you know, please cite what you're saying, or where you're coming from, or why you're saying what you're saying. If you want me to really take it seriously. I love being corrected because I love learning, and I love, you know, making sure everything's factual. If I say something that, you know, I'm not the end all, know it all, everything. You know, so if I say something that you might think is better, or something is wrong and you want to correct me with that, please let me know in the comments, and just cite some things so I know. I can go look it up next if you like that. Anyways, wow, okay. I keep going on and on. So yeah, if this sounds great to you, if you like the videos, if you're looking forward to this, please subscribe. If you like this video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. You know, that way I can judge. Be honest. And I will see you guys around this channel, hopefully. So looking forward to your support. Let people know about it. Share the word, so you know, I can get some more people in here and we can get this channel rolling. And with that, I will see you guys next time on Seth2.0 TV. For real this time. Later, guys.
Nailed it.